If you're looking to securely connect your SQL Server instance to Claude to be able to chat and operationalize your data set, then this tutorial is for you. Here, we're going to walk through using Dream Factory, a self-hosted platform providing governed API access from SQL Server to enterprise apps and local LLMs. To get started, we have to first establish our connection to SQL Server. So I'm going to say connect to database. Here we'll be presented with all of the various options that Dream Factory has to offer in terms of database connectivity, but I'll just search for SQL Server here and select that MS SQL Server. And any database version is supported all the way up to 2025. And we will give our service a name. I'll just name it SQL Server and give it a description of SQL Server MCP. I'll click Next, and here is where I'm going to establish that connection to my database by plugging in my credentials. I'll plug those in, and you'll see me back in 1 second. And now we're back with my credentials plugged in. And what I can do now is simply select Create and Test. Now in the background, Dream Factory is establishing the connection, ensuring that it is able to bridge over to my SQL Server database, and has created a fully documented and secure REST API for me. And this is all great and very powerful, but I want to get this in Claude now. I want Claude to be able to utilize this secure API to interface with my database. That way, there is a middleware layer, and Claude or any AI model is not talking directly into my database, and just further decouples that connection, ensuring security and that the LLM is not going to run off and take any unsupervised actions. So what we'll do from here is select the AI tab, and I will click the plus button and create a new MCP service. Here, I'll just name it again, SQL Server AI, and that'll be the same for the label and description. Here, we have advanced options listing our OAuth client ID and client secret. This is crucial for connecting to hosted LLMs such as Claude, as they require an OAuth workflow to establish that connection. Dream Factory automatically provides that to you out of the box, no additional configuration needed. So let's take a look at what that connection is going to look like from Claude's perspective. Now you'll see on the left-hand side of the screen that I have my Claude desktop app open. And now I'm ready to get connected so I can start talking to my SQL Server data. What I'll do is come down to the bottom left hand and select Settings. From here, I'll go to Connectors. And here we can add a custom connector. This will prompt us to provide a name, and I'll just name this SQL Server, keep things simple. And before I provide that MCP URL, I have the advanced settings. Again, we are going to provide that OAuth client ID. I will paste that in, as well as that client secret for the OAuth flow. Now, lastly, I'll come over to Dream Factory and hit Save. At this point, we have our MCP endpoint that we can provide. So I will provide that remote URL here. And that's all that's required. So when I hit Add, we're going to have that connection established for us. And now Claude is ready to start chatting with my SQL Server database. I can hit Connect, and it's going to authenticate us against Dream Factory, ensuring that we're able to talk to that database. And now you'll see we are connected to SQL Server in the top right. There's some advanced options here if I open Configure, such as what needs approval and what doesn't. Right now, by default in Claude, you are required to provide approval for every tool call that Claude likes to make. If I want to change that behavior, I can change it to default to always allow, or I can block any of them and even create some custom rules around that. For now, I'll say always allow, and I will go back to create a new chat. Here in our connectors, we'll see SQL Server. Blue means it's on and ready to go. And I will start with something simple, like tell me what's available in SQL Server. And while that is off to the races, I will close this window on the right-hand side and come back to the API that Dream Factory has provided for us and look at that SQL Server connection, and you'll see all these tables that are available. As Claude is reproducing this on the left-hand side, it's able to provide all of the same tables and the data sets that I am connected to, just ensuring that it is talking to the database itself. And let's go to the cities table here in the right-hand side, and let's ask it a question about the cities. Let's say the city name Aaronsburg is in what state, province, ID? If I can spell. And hopefully we get back number 39 here to verify that Claude is making the right tool calls and pulling the correct data for us. And just like that, in 5 seconds, it was able to do that. And this is really just scratching the surface. You can ask any questions, have it build dashboards, applications for you, all with your SQL Server data in a secure fashion. We were able to do that in no time, and we'd be honored to get you set up with this configuration. So please don't hesitate to reach out to Dream Factory. You can find links below, and we'd be happy to get you started ASAP. Look forward to hearing from you.